I'm chopping up a cabbage right now. I keep 2 cabbages in my fridge. These things will last 2+ weeks before they start going soft. They're really cheap, 99 cents a pound, $1.29 a pound. I don't know how many pounds they weigh, there's several pounds. They're probably a lot of pounds each, so maybe this isn't that cheap. It's cheaper compared to other leafy greens you could buy. These things are absolutely packed in nutrients and minerals. They're really, really low calorie. This is 549 grams of cabbage that I'm chopping up right now. A pound is 450 something grams. So this is like a pound and a quarter of salad that I'm making myself for lunch. It has almost half of the potassium that I need in a day. If you eat low carb or keto, you're gonna be potassium deficient unless you take a supplement. Cabbage has so much potassium. And it's funny because if you look up potassium cabbage on the internet, a bunch of things will say that cabbage is low in potassium. Not when you're eating a pound of cabbage, it's not. So anyway, this pound and a quarter of cabbage that I'm chopping up right now is probably 140 calories. It might be a little less than 140 calories. And preparing this takes no time. All I did was chop a block off of each of the 2 cabbages, and I just do 2 different colored cabbages to make it a little more visually appealing because I'm just eating raw cabbage essentially. It couldn't be easier. You know, it takes like less than 5 minutes. You chop it up, put the cabbages back in the fridge, wash off your block, just chop it up, chop, 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 chop. A pound, this is over a pound of food. With the salad dressing that I'm about to make, it's still gonna be less than 200 calories. So I could eat like 7 of these in a day, and I would still be under my calorie goals. And it's cabbage, but it's gonna have like 5 grams of protein or something, which that's pretty good for a vegetable. Yeah, cabbage. You can eat a lot of it for almost no calories, and it's absolutely packed full of a whole lot of vitamins and minerals and nutrients that you need every day. It's got iron, it's got potassium, it's got a ton of vitamin C. It's got this mythical, magical vegetable nutrient called folate that I don't know what it does, but it's hard to get folate in your diet unless you eat leafy greens. To me, cabbage is a godsend, and I'll probably be stocking cabbage in my fridge until I die, unless I come up with something better. How can you beat cabbage? It's super, super cheap. It keeps forever for a vegetable. Like most vegetables start wilting and getting soft and mushy and gross after being in the fridge for a week. Cabbage will last in your fridge for 2+ weeks. It's convenient. It doesn't take up a lot of space. You don't have to put it in water. You can just chuck it in the fridge. I mean, really, we're talking like bachelor, lazy bum status. And yet it's as healthy as any salad could be, really. The way I like to eat it is I like to just put some soy sauce on it. Just give it some flavor. 20 grams of low sodium soy sauce, but I could probably not really care less if it had more sodium. People always say, oh, sodium, apple cider vinegar, but just use some vinegar, whatever. People get scared about salt. I'm an athlete. I go to the gym and lift weights. I run 20+ miles a week. I'm literally on a running team. I make sure I go at least 6 miles every day, whether it's walking, hiking, or running. If you're an athlete, you actually need salt. So all those people that are afraid of salt say, oh, don't get too much salt. If you're an athlete, you actually do want plenty of salt. I mean, keep it within reason. Don't be literally like eating handfuls of salt. Okay, this right here, this is less than 200 calories. This giant salad is about a pound and a quarter, and it's less than 200 calories. And it has a ton of the nutrients that I've been having trouble getting into my diet for the last few months. I've been experimenting with low carb. I've been cutting, and my calories have been lower than they should be because I've been trying to lose weight. When you restrict what you eat, it becomes more difficult to get your nutrients and vitamins and minerals that you need every day. When you're not restricting what you eat and you just eat stuff left and right, it's not so hard to make sure you get enough iron, enough potassium, enough vitamin C, enough vitamin K, all that. It's not that hard when you're just eating whatever. But when you're trying to lose weight and you're cutting calories and you're watching what you eat and you're meticulous about what you eat, because if you eat too much, you won't lose weight, right? If you're in that kind of situation, then you need to really think about what you choose to eat. And so this is amazing because, like I said, it's over a pound of food, which means I'm not going to be hungry for a few hours. It's less than 200 calories, which means that now I have more calories to hit my fat and protein goals, my nutrient goals, my fiber goals. This leaves me with more calories to get my other goals in for the day. And I actually kind of enjoy the taste of raw cabbage. It's got a weird, I would say it's an off-putting taste, but I actually like it. Other vegetables don't have that. There's like a raw, harsh, almost bitter taste to cabbage that other leafy greens don't have. I actually personally enjoy it. So to me, This is like a delicious, I love the crunch of the salad when you bite into it. What leafy green has a crunch like that? Eating cabbage is fun. I like it. Sometimes I like to eat it with chopsticks. I just like chopsticks. Look, my point is if you're trying to lose weight, or if you're on keto and you need more vitamins and minerals in your diet and you're trying to watch your carbs, because I don't think this actually has that many carbs, but I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, if you're having trouble getting enough leafy greens in your diet, you're not eating salads every day, you're not getting vegetables every day, and you're thinking, man, how can I get more leafy greens in my diet? How can I have a healthier diet? Cabbage is the answer. They're cheap. They last in your fridge forever. They stay crunchy for at least a week, if not 2 weeks. They've got potassium out the wazoo. This has more potassium per calorie than a banana does. Everyone says, oh, you need potassium, eat bananas. No, eat cabbage. For the same amount of calories as a banana would be, you get I think double the potassium. One banana, which is like 130, 120 calories, will give you I think 450 grams of potassium. This bowl of cabbage here is going to give me over 1,000 milligrams of potassium. And you only need I think 3,500 milligrams a day. So this is close to half of my recommended daily allowance for potassium. And it's only 150 or whatever calories for the whole freaking bowl. Okay, cabbage is a superfood. It's not a superfood because it's some magical berry from the Amazon that no one discovered until recently, or some, cool stuff that looks good on a billboard. It's a superfood because it keeps in your fridge forever, it's cheap as hell, it tastes good, and it's a leafy green. It knocks all the check boxes for leafy greens. It's got the vitamins, it's got the minerals, it's got the folate, it's got the calcium and the vitamin C, it's got some iron, it's got all that good stuff. And it's got a ton of fiber, so it's good for your gut biome. Leafy greens, right? So, does your diet suck? Make it better. Eat more cabbage.